So, for first 5 minutes, so everyone not joined yet. It is already 5 minutes past 12. बाकी लोग किधर है? एक कौन है भाई? अच्छा, रीचा. रीचा is in a different room today?
Yes, sir.
Uh, नितेश कुमार कैमरा ऑन करो. नितेश कुमार. Where is Nandana? I can see you. ठीक है, ठीक है. Where is more? Let me see. Nitesh Kumar, I could see. Binit Soni, हाथ उठाओ. Binit Soni. अच्छा, Binit Soni, is it your Allen T-shirt?
No, sir.
Green color belongs to Allen, you know.
Yes, sir.
You were student of which coaching institute?
So, Fiji,
Fiji, which city?
Bhopal.
Is it good?
Well, all
You will
right.
you will be surprised to know in Bhopal Center, one of the Fiji teacher is our ex-mechanical engineering graduate student.
Can I know the name?
No, I cannot disclose. Okay. So our students are not getting job, or maybe in Fiji they are getting a better job. So you play guitar also.
Yeah, so learning.
You are learning Hawaiian guitar, not Spanish.
So it's Spanish.
Spanish. So you know C sharp?
No, actually, no, not
You
C
don't
sharp.
know the scales of Spanish guitar?
Not yet.
Someday
I'm
I
still
will
trying to struggle.
discuss Spanish guitar scales also, because that is a part of vibration. All musical instruments, string based, it is a part of vibration. Fine. लेकिन आज हमारा गेस्ट आदमी ज्वाइन नहीं किया. श्राव्या, वेयर आर यू? नंदना, क्या हुआ उसका? You are in Vizag and Shraddha is in Hyderabad. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else from Telangana? और कौन-कौन है तेलंगाना का? नाम लो. Sai Prasad. There are 3 Sai Prasad. They are all from Telangana. Okay. So let me begin. I think कितने लोग join किया? 3 plus 5. Sahil, are you there? Sahil, I can see. Sahil, you are from which city?
Yavatmal, sir.
Oh, I have once inquired. Yavatmal. Okay, good. Very near to Mahot temple.
Yes,
You may
sir.
not be knowing. Good. So let us begin Lagrange equation today. Yesterday, you had been little bit confused while deriving the equations. So today we will discuss Lagrange equation. So you can take out your camera and directly go to the discussion. Now, this is first you listen what I am saying. And then you will write down. Today we will discuss Lagrange equation and how it helps us to derive equation of motion. Now please remember, this is a simplified Lagrange equation. Because I am not discussing damping here. Damping terms I am not discussing. I can bring damping here also, but if you look at most of the textbook, they also don't include damping. The reason is the mathematical model of damping is not clearly known. That is the reason why in our discussion of vibration, we keep damping out of our discussion initially. That means we begin our discussion with negligible damping. Then gradually we bring damping in our mathematical discussion. So here also, in this Lagrange equation that I am presenting before you, damping is absent. So in this model, we have neglected damping. ठीक है? Now, Lagrange equation is based on three concepts. First concept is motion is represented by coordinates q1, q2, q3. Now, I'm not writing x1, x2, x3. I'm writing q1, q2, q3. Why? Why I'm not writing x1, x2, x3 as the coordinate? Can anybody guess?
One can be u direction also.
There can be.
It can contain both direction.
You mean to say
I will
one
simplify
coordinate
it
can
into-
be y direction. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? This one of the coordinate can be angular displacement also. So we are talking about a system where translational motion, there can be angular motion also. So one coordinate may be linear coordinate x, another coordinate can be theta. So when I write q1, q2, I am calling them generalized, indicating it can be any combination. It can be either translational coordinate x or translational coordinate y, or it can be angular oscillation coordinate theta. And that is why I am calling it generalized coordinate. Situation to situation, q1, q2 will change. But in general, our coordinates, I am not calling them x1, x2. I am calling them q1, q2, etc. So, first we decide the coordinates, and then in terms of coordinates, we derive the formula of kinetic energy T and potential energy U. So we find out total kinetic energy in terms of these coordinates. Here I have written. Do you see anything surprising in this? I mean, or it is acceptable to you? Whatever I have written here, I have written kinetic energy is a function of qy dot comma qy. Potential energy is a function of qy. Do you think this is acceptable or इसमें कुछ उटपटांग है?
So kinetic energy is typically a function of velocity only. So like qi dot should be there. I don't understand what qi is.
Correct. Kinetic energy is more often a function of velocity. Still, even then, I have written it here. There are examples, there are cases where kinetic energy will depend on displacement coordinate also. We'll see those examples. But they are rare cases. But there are cases when kinetic energy will not only depend on velocity, it will also depend on displacement coordinate. However, potential energy will always depend on displacement coordinate. It will never depend on velocity. And that is why we have three derivatives here. Now, kinetic energy can be a function of velocity. So this derivative is derivative with respect to velocity. This derivative is derivative with respect to qy. In case it depends on qy. If it doesn't depend on qy, this term will be 0. Okay. And this is the derivative with respect to displacement coordinate. So what Lagrange equation is telling us? Lagrange equation is telling us that if kinetic energy T and potential energy U can be formulated as a function of displacement coordinates qy and velocity coordinates q dot I, then using this formula, we can obtain the differential equations. So if I take I is equal to 1, I get equation number 1. If I get I is equal to 2, I get equation number 2. So if there are n degrees of freedom, there will be n coordinates, and accordingly I'll get n number of equations. So to understand this, let us take yesterday's example. कल हमारा example ये था. So draw this figure again, and we are trying to obtain the equilibrium equation using Lagrange method. So first we have to find out kinetic energy, potential energy. अपना नोटबुक में पूरा पिक्चर ड्रॉ करो और जो लिखा हुआ है यू सी वेदर दैट इज करेक्ट और नॉट. Here again, there will be a confusion, I'm sure. I'm expecting a question from you. Do you think this energy expressions are correctly written? कि यहाँ पे कुछ something that you may not agree. See, whenever I'm asking a question, you are appearing totally. हाँ बोलो.
x1 dot in m1's x1 dot I doubt in
This is x1 dot. हाँ, is it wrong?
yes sir.
क्या होना चाहिए?
x1 plus x2 I feel.
x1 plus x2.
Yes sir.
Kinetic energy of m1 will depend on velocity x1 dot, or it will depend on velocity x2 dot also.
But sir, x2 dot is also compressing, so we are not considering.
But this is kinetic energy. This is not spring energy.
Okay sir. Okay sir.
And this is total kinetic energy. This is total potential energy. So this is the energy stored in first spring. This is the energy stored in second spring. Now, will I make a mistake if I write x2 minus x1 here? Suppose I write x2 minus x1. Do you think it will be a mistake to write x2 minus x1?
Sir, at the end, we are going to take square, so it not
Correct.
much
So
difference.
this is the beauty here, that we have a choice. But if same mistake we make in free body diagram, my equations will be totally different. So this plus minus mistake, I will not call it mistake because it doesn't matter. So the plus minus doesn't matter in energy terms, but they matter in the free body diagram. So this is the beauty of energy equation, that even if I take negative of this expression, my answer will be same. Answer will not be wrong. तो चलो, अब this is t. It is a function of velocity coordinates only. T does not depend on displacement coordinate. U is a function of displacement coordinate only. So now let us see how we can apply Lagrange equation. So here you see, this is first equation because I am differentiating with respect to first coordinate. सेकंड इक्वेशन कैसा होगा निकालो. So this is first equation because I am differentiating with respect to first coordinate. So if I differentiate with respect to second coordinate, I will get second equation. So try second equation. So second equation, I will take second coordinate. So in Lagrange equation, my differentiation will be with respect to velocity x2 dot and displacement x2. क्या मिलता है? Check it. So this is my answers. Be careful about this -1. Try to understand why it is coming -1. So are you getting same equations or something different?
Same, sir.
Same. So what is the advantage in Lagrange method? That we are not getting confused. Okay. We can obtain the equation of motion without any confusion. Although we can obtain the equation of motion using free body diagram, but in Lagrange method there is no confusion. Only thing we have to do the differentiation correctly. कहीं पे derivative में गड़बड़ हो गया. For example, this -1. You have to be careful that this we do it correctly. So with this introduction, let us take up a difficult problem now. ठीक है? So I am going to another PPT. So your screen will be out now because I am going to another PPT. I'll be back in few seconds. Yes. Is the problem visible? इसको ड्रॉ करो. पिक्चर को ड्रॉ करो. इट इज कॉल्ड डबल पेंडुलम. पिक्चर को ड्रॉ करो. पहले टेक योर टाइम. नेग्लेक्ट दिस. एक कुछ नहीं, गलती से आ गया. दिस पोर्शन हैज कम बाय मिस्टेक, सो डोंट राइट इट. Don't write it. Draw the picture neatly. एक डायमेंशन मिसिंग है, and that is length of the pendulum rod is capital L. Length of the pendulum rod is capital L. This is double pendulum because there are two pendulums interconnected by a spring K. Interconnected by a spring K. And K is fixed at a distance A from the hinge point. Fine. So draw the picture, and then here my generalized coordinates are q1 is equal to theta 1 and q2 is equal to theta 2. So in terms of theta 1 and in terms of theta 2, you write down total kinetic energy and you write down total potential energy. करो 5 मिनट दे रहा, I'll give you 5 minutes. We have selected generalized coordinate as angular displacement theta 1 and angular displacement theta 2. So in terms of theta 1 and theta 2, write down what will be total kinetic energy capital T and total potential energy capital U.
The distance between pendulum.
It is not necessary. It is not necessary. Because what is the free length of spring doesn't matter. What is the compression of the spring? So initially the spring is uncompressed. When they were vertical, spring was uncompressed. If theta 2 is equal to theta 1, spring will continue to remain uncompressed. Spring will come into compression when theta 1 is different from theta 2. If theta 2 is greater than theta 1, spring will be stressed. If theta 2 is less than theta 1, spring will be compressed. So amount of stretching or compression is coming up because of a difference in theta 1 and theta 2. Not the initial value. Initially the spring is unstressed. It is in its free length. And that is why this distance doesn't matter. It plays no role in our potential energy or kinetic energy. If anyone has completed, you can say that you have completed. Write down kinetic energy, total kinetic energy and total potential energy. इतना टाइम लग रहा? Kinetic energy will be angular rotational kinetic energy, half I omega square. I is moment of inertia about point of oscillation. So I will be m1 into L square. Remember the kinetic energy, they are executing rotational motion. So it is rotational kinetic energy, half I omega square. For this mass, I is m1 into L square. For this mass, m2 into L square. So half I1 omega 1 square plus half I2 omega 2 square will be the kinetic energy. So let's see kinetic energy. This is the kinetic energy and this is the potential energy. इतना time क्यों लगा? लिखने में। Potential energy will have two components. It will come from gravitational potential energy. It will also come from the spring. Here the potential energy will also come from the gravitational potential energy component. L into 1 minus cos theta is the vertical displacement of mass m1. So mgh, actually gain in potential energy, gravitational potential energy, mgh. H is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta, mass number 1, L into 1 minus cos theta 2, mass number 2. So if you agree, in exam you have to be careful. If you have to write down the energy expression. And if you make a mistake here, everything goes wrong. Everything will go wrong. So of course you have to practice many more problems. So kinetic energy, if you agree, potential energy, if you agree, find out the equations. Lagrange equation apply karo. You will get two equations. Let us see if you can do it or not. किसी का हुआ?
Yes, sir.
See, to exam में you people will take so much time. Okay, I will show my answer. You can cross check. I will show my answer. So this is first equation and this is second equation. This is first equation. Similarly, we can get the second equation. I will wait for another 2-3 minutes. Systematically derive it.
Sir, in equation 1, we have to do Ka square instead of Ka. We I guess you are not in that.
No, this is okay. This is correct.
Sir, A square must be there.
But
The
if you
theta
multiply by a with this a become a square. अच्छा यहाँ पे a
Yes, sir.
square आएगा. Agree. Yeah. यहाँ पे a का जगह a square आएगा. All of you correct it. This a will be a square. I agree. And this a will be a square. Derive the second equation also. Second equation match हो रहा है or there is some mistake. You just verify and confirm that yes.
Sir, match हो.
Okay, so you got some idea about Lagrange equation. So let us pick up a difficult problem. Chalo, let me pick up a difficult problem now. हाँ, इसको छोटा करते हैं नहीं तो दिखेगा नहीं. Correct. It will take time, 15 to 20 minutes. So draw the picture and write down. It is also called double pendulum. But before that, before I go here, let me. This anybody who knows why this double pendulum is interesting? It has a long history. This is a very popular example for engineers. Anybody who knows, who has studied this? No idea. Okay, we will see it that we can create a bit phenomena here. So we have a laboratory model in our laboratory where we can create a bit phenomena. Bit phenomena is that I can design this double pendulum so that this bob 1, pendulum 1, he only moves and pendulum 2 remains stationary. Only first pendulum moves. Gradually, the motion gets transferred from first pendulum to second pendulum. And after 3-4 seconds, first pendulum comes to rest and only the second pendulum moves. Again, after another 3-4 minutes, second pendulum comes to rest and only the first pendulum moves. It's a very, very interesting, physically it can be demonstrated. This is called beat phenomena. Okay, so beat phenomena can be designed from this double pendulum, and that is why this is a very interesting setup. We have one such double pendulum in our lab. Anyway, so let me come back to this is also a double pendulum, but here we don't have any spring. In this double pendulum, second pendulum hinge point is mass of the first pendulum. Okay, so write down the kinetic energy and potential energy here. Potential energy and kinetic energy.
Yes, sir.
Potential energy बताओ.
M1 plus M2 into GL into 1 minus cos theta 1 plus M2 GL into 1 minus cos theta 2.
नहीं, गड़बड़ है. गड़बड़ है. फिर से बोलो.
M1 plus M2 into GL.
M1 प्लस M2 क्यों लिया? सिर्फ M1 का ही अलग करो ना. अच्छा, ठीक है. अब लेट मी सी इफ इट इज मैचिंग विथ माय Okay, I'll tell you here. You have to be careful. You have to be careful because let me amplify the picture. Basically, your kinetic energy will be different. Your potential energy may match with me, but kinetic energy will not match. Why? I have explained it here. Check it. Potential energy will perhaps match, but kinetic energy, you have to be careful.
Yes, sir. If we L1 and L2 I take, then
No, so you just check it. you are
Yes, sir, we
taking
can see.
common. नहीं, ठीक है M1 प्लस M2 को कॉमन लिया, सो 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा 1 दोनों के साथ है. आई एग्री. एंड 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा 2 इज विथ सेकेंड मास ओनली. ठीक है. बट अबाउट काइनेटिक एनर्जी देखो, you have to be careful about kinetic energy. This is not ordinary. This is slightly different. Because velocity of second mass is with respect to first mass. So we have to find out absolute velocity because kinetic energy is always in terms of absolute velocity. Kinetic energy is never in terms of relative velocity. So we have to find out absolute velocity of mass 2, which will depend on velocity of mass 1 also. So absolute velocity V2 is vector combination of V1 and V2A. And that vector combination is our well-known trigonometric formula V1 square plus V2A square plus 2V1 V2A cos theta 1 minus theta 2. Because the angle between these two vectors will be difference of theta 1 and theta 2. Or you can call it theta 2 minus theta 1 also. Doesn't matter. Your answer will be same. Please be careful about this particular concept that velocity of the second mass is not absolute velocity. It is relative with respect to mass m1. So we have to find out absolute velocity, and that becomes a V2A गलत है. I think I have written it wrong. This will be V2 square. A V2A नहीं होगा. A यहाँ पे नहीं होगा. Absolute velocity, it will be absolute velocity V2. A को यहाँ से निकालो. So this is my kinetic energy expression. What do you find interesting in this kinetic energy? That it not only depends on velocity, it also depends on coordinate theta 1 and theta 2. So this is an example where kinetic energy also depends on coordinates in addition to velocity. It definitely depends on velocity of the coordinates, but it also depends on the coordinate. So this is one of those rare examples where kinetic energy happens to be a function of q dot as well as q. Okay? So if you have accepted this, apply Lagrange equation now. So this is a lengthy formula, but this is a lengthy problem. But exam में हम ऐसे ही question देते हैं. In exam you will not get easy question. You will get a tough question like this in exam. So now you apply Lagrange equation on both potential energy as well as kinetic energy. Q1, Q2 दोनों लेके. Anyone who has got first equation? It will take time, I agree. But okay, so I'll give my calculation. Yes, this is how my calculation goes. So I'll give you this PPT. This is the first equation, quite lengthy equation. But, engineers should not run away the moment equations become lengthy. So this is first equation. Similarly, my second equation is this. So I'll give the PPT and you tell me. Let me go to another example before this is a problem. Look at this problem also. In this problem, one of my coordinate is linear, x, and my second coordinate is angle. So this is an example where our coordinate system is a mix-up one coordinate q1 is x and q2 is theta. Here also, velocity of m2 will be relative to mass m1. So here also I have to apply relative velocity concept. So in this problem also, velocity of mass m2 L into theta, that is with respect to mass m1. So I have to find out absolute velocity as we have done in the last problem. So this is also a difficult problem. I will give you the PPT within half an hour. So today we have finished discussion on Lagrange equation. Any doubt or any question from anybody? We have solved 3 problems. I will give you an assignment problem page maybe in another 1 or 2 days. किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, एनी डाउट, यू आर फाइंडिंग इट डिफिकल्ट, तो बताओ, अभी बताओ. Because I have already mentioned your second class test will be around 15th of February. ठीक है, तो चलो आज हो गया. So next class we will take up again 2 degree of freedom example, and then torsional vibration on Saturday. Next week we'll come back to single degree of freedom but transient excitation. ठीक है, सिलेबस काफी लंबा है, अभी तक सिलेबस का 1/3 हुआ है. फाइन, ओनली 1/3, 30% यू कैन से, 70% अभी भी बाकी है. चलो यू कैन लीव नाउ, आज हो गया क्लास.